Hello, this is Andrew from OtakuSpirit.com. I'm here with Chris.
Yup.
And Wonderfest, or Wonder Festival 2015 Summer just happened, Chris.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it has.
For those who don't know what the Wonder Festival 2015 Summer thing is Wonder Festival is basically where a bunch of companies, garage kit makers, all come to one location, and people sell their pre-made figures, or they announce figures, and convention goers and people on social media and stuff alike all
Andrew,
weep in corners. And
Andrew, I'm ashamed of you.
What?
You're lying.
What am I lying about?
Wonderfest is where Good Smile Company says, look, these are all the ways we're going to take your money.
And Aquamarine and Max Factory and... Yeah, we're going to get to that, though. But this is kind of a new thing for us. We're going to go ahead and run through some figures that we've seen at the... Or, well, we didn't go there, but we've seen all the pictures that were thrown up on social media that we kind of weeped over, and we're going to show them off and talk about them.
Andrew worked really hard. He was scouring the Twitters, and he was, every line by line, he was... Sweat pouring down his face.
7 straight hours of adrenaline rush waiting to see what's going to pop up on the hashtag Wonder Festival hashtag. But yeah, it was training. But anyways, you don't care about that. You're here because you want to see the figures, so we're going to jump into them. Again, this is kind of a new thing, so hopefully this doesn't seem too screwed up. But yeah, we're going to start off with the first one that I seen immediately when the feed started dropping, and that was the Sakura Saber Aquamarine version, or... Aquamarine is actually the manufacturer. It's going to be Sakura Saber. But I already have the one from Good Smile Company with... I forget who was the company that worked on it. But this one is kind of a different. This one actually has her kind of drawn and kind of in combat. Looks pretty awesome. I'm really kind of hoping to see what that's going to come out painted, because all we have right now is just the kind of the resin version of it. But she does already look like she has a lot of flow to her, so I'm pretty excited about it. And Chris is like, yeah, let Andrew talk about his sabers. We had a lot of sabers this time around. And to add to that one, we had Aquamarine also was doing Dark Saber, which they didn't have a resin version of or anything yet. But yeah, Koha Ace version, Aquamarine's doing Devil Saber, and she looks pretty awesome. I don't know who the actual hero is, but hope to see more of that. Maybe Winter. Maybe Winter we'll get some kind of look of her. Let's see here. What else? We were kind of interested in the Muramasa one, right?
She is beautiful.
For those who had played Muramasa or Muramasa Rebirth on the Vita, Yuzu Ruha, which is the kind of the... Every now and then you run into her. She's kind of the guide, so to speak. Neko girl. I don't know if it'd be a Neko or a fox. I think it's a fox.
Probably fox.
But Alter is doing a figure of her, and she looks pretty stunning. A lot of great body to her hair. This is another one that we don't have a colored version of her yet, but I'm hoping Alter does some good jobs, so hopefully.
It would really be a lot easier to tell if I could see a tail, but I do not see a tail.
Yeah, we'll go with fox, just to keep things moving. But yeah, let's move on here. We also have, this is one that's probably everybody's excited about, which is Aquamarine is doing a figure from the girl from Anohana. So she's very, very, very cute. She has her kind of a really kind of running motion to her with her signature flower in hand. So anybody that's not crying over remembering Anohana, you can at least have your figure in the future so that you can always cry over her. But she does look very cute. So I'm very, very mixed on if I'm going to grab that one or not. It's very much a desire, but I'm not sure if enough. Moving forward, let's see here.
What I do know is I've already tapped out like most of my budget on figures.
I haven't gotten around to actually going through and going, this is I'm getting, and I'm just afraid of doing that. Kind of exciting for people that like the Tales series. Is Alter is doing a figure of one of the I think a couple of the characters from Tales of Zestiria. So we only got kind of, hey, we're doing this kind of pictures of the characters, so we don't quite know what they're going to look like yet. But again, Alter shouldn't disappoint.
Did you skip over Shiro?
I'm not showing that on YouTube.
Oh, I see.
Shiro has a very distasteful version of her that's being made, so
yeah, I would so snag her up, but that one is
I would not
naughty.
touch that. That's a little bit too much to me. That's just like they have a couple of Ilya Prisma figures that they showed off that are just a bit too much for me.
Well, it's along the lines of, okay, what are you comfortable with? And that is definitely one that I'm not comfortable with. Although it's Shiro, I love Shiro.
We already have one that's coming out in January. A lot of people excited, probably. Lots of Love Live at the Wonderfest. Nothing that we're really interested in because we haven't watched Love Live yet, but I do like Nico's character. Alter is doing a Nico. There's also some other characters which we'll display here that you can check out. Alter is also doing a Shiro Bako characters. I'm not sure how many of them, but they did display a couple of the characters and some just small art saying this is what we're going to do. So I'm kind of excited about that. And one in the same vein as the Muramasa that I'm actually really, really excited about is Alter is doing an Odin Sphere figure, which absolutely looks beautiful. I hope that the finished product will look like that. It's just awesome, and just right at the right time because they just announced they're doing the HD version of that, which I want bad. Some very beautiful art from that company, so Vanillaware, for those who don't know. Let's see here. Let's move forward. We have Max Factory announced that they're going to do some Durarara Figmas. Not a fan of Figmas, but you might be excited about that. That's part of their Orange Rouge movement, which they're doing more male characters. You kind of mix that in with all the was that Token Ranbu Online, which their Good Small Company is doing a lot of. The one I'm actually kind of excited about, and I haven't even watched the show, and that's Kotobukiya is doing. What's her name from? Chino from As the Order of Rabbit.
Absolutely love her.
Which again, we only have a key art of it, but I'm assuming that's the art that they're going to go with. She looks adorable.
That's because she is adorable. It's not that she looks; she's just is.
Okay, nobody attacking you. Let's go back to more sabers. Because Andrew needs more sabers. Good Small Company announced a new Saber Bride, and she looks like she's ready to kill somebody, and I'm liking it because she's my waifu, so I have to go with it. A lot of really good flow to it. Really hoping to see it actually colored, but again, it's just the detail and everything that Good Small Company is known for. So, of course, Andrew's excited. More of his waifu. We finally got our first shots of Shiro. Speaking of Fate's Day. And
I know you're excited.
He's got the same blades as Archer, so I'm not quite sure what's the difference between the two is going to happen when the Nendoroid finally comes out. Hopefully maybe like a wooden stick. I mean,
I kind of hope he does.
That was the kind of thing that we're kind of struggling with, is like, what do you really put with Shiro? I mean, he most of the time was carrying wooden sticks and chair legs.
Poles and chair legs.
Maybe you'll have a chair with him. I don't know. But yeah, I'm always excited for more Nendoroids for the Fate series. Have way too many sabers. I need other characters to go with them. Even though here recently I accidentally dropped my entire display case of Fate's Day figures and starred my Rin Tosaka.
I actually cringed a little when I heard him tell me that.
All the one side of the display case, and Rin Tosaka's got a mark on her tintail now, and
that's all of his
like
waifus.
$60 to buy another one, and I will probably do it.
All of his Nendo waifus are in there.
Sadness. Another cool one that I'm kind of mixed on. I'm not really one to buy the mecha type stuff, but I liked Expel from Paradise, and I thought the mecha in that were pretty cool. So Good Small Company is doing the kind of roly-poly looking sphere mechas that they have in Expel from Paradise, and it looks pretty cool. And there's some other mechas that are actually coming from Good Small Company I'm kind of excited about as well. Some more Good Small Company. We have a Nico from Love Live, which I know a ton of people on my Twitter feed are bonkers over because she looks cute. It makes me want to watch the show. Tons of new KanColles. They're continuing the KanColle Nendoroids, so I think we have like 8 or 10 of them announced at Wonderfest. So yeah, more to make me want to buy. Of course, we already had it. It's already got up for pre-order, but Rin Tosaka, the Archer dressed version, showed up at Anaplex's area, and I got more sights of the girl that I already had pre-ordered. Definitely want her now. Let's see here. Let's skip forward because we'll do the wall of taking money later. Good Small Company showed another Miku. So right with my sabers, we have more Mikus. The interesting thing about this Miku is that it is apparently one of the original arts of her, so it's kind of interesting in that aspect. But she definitely looks colorful.
With her candy stripe leggings, I'm into those.
Yeah, barbershop, whatever you want to call it. We got Poi Girls getting a Good Small Company figure.
About time.
Oh my gosh! Now this is the
after I already lost all of my money to something else.
Yeah, this is the, I don't know what they call it. It's like the Kai version, or it's the second level of her. It's not the original smaller version of her, which is cool because I like the when she kind of her second form or whatever. I don't know what you can call it. KanColle people can attack us in the comments. But yeah, I'm calling her Poi Girl. That's not even her name, but that's what I know her as is Poi Girl. Okay, don't judge me. Was it Dachi? Yudachi. Okay, that sounds right. Moving forward, we have Alter has announced a Leonardo watch from Blockade Battlefront. Again, this is another one where they only show the key art for it. It's 1/8 scale. Definitely looks interesting. Definitely like that show. Not 100% sold on Leonardo, but still interested to see how it turns out. Something I am interested in, though. Megami from How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend has showed up twice at this Wonderfest, and one's gonna be a Good Smile Company figure, which just has her standing in a really cute pose. The other one's kind of a more provocative version of her, which I don't remember exactly who is making that one. I think I might have listed it later. Maybe I'll mention it later. But both look really cute, and I'm pretty much sold on the Good Smile Company version of her. And Edity, which we've seen listed before, just her art is finally showed up in full colored version, and she looks adorable as well, and I cannot wait to pre-order that because it's Edity. Chris has no comments in this section because he hasn't watched that show yet. More Mikus. We have more Mikus from Good Small Company. I'm not sure exactly the names on most of these, but the first one we have here is definitely interesting. I'm not sure if I'm completely sold on the pose. Maybe when it gets colored, I'll decide on that.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be a coloring thing.
Yeah, there's a few of them in this list that are kind of like, I need to see it colored. I just need to see it colored. Because, I mean, we'll talk about it later, but there was a Congo one from KanColle, and it's like, I wasn't sure about it, and then you see the colored version, and it's like, it changes everything. It's so weird how that happens. Fubuki finally got an Nendoroid. Speaking of the KanColle ones. This is definitely what I'm interested in, which is Max Factory's Idolmaster Cinderella Girls Ronko. I love Ronko, and I missed the Good Smile Company version of her, and now it's ridiculously priced. It was ridiculously priced when it first came out, but
that is gorgeous.
Definitely.
And that's not even colored, so
yeah. This is one of the ones the few ones where you're like, even the resin is like, I am sold. We'll see though how it turns out in the end. I think the next one we have here, Expelled from Paradise, I'm not sure, but I think that might be... No, there's another one that's Good Small Company. I'm not sure exactly who is doing this one. A little bit more provocative version of her. I'm interested in getting one of Angela. I'm just not quite sure exactly which one I'm going to get. And it might be the Good Small Company version.
Are you sure you want to put the next one up?
It's one of those ones that's already was pretty much known that was coming out. But yeah, Max Factory's Hestia from Dunmachi.
I know, but you didn't. You might just stop the entire site just by putting her up.
The hits just rolling in. This is one of those unfortunate ones when I see it, because my immediate thought is, how is she going to be pegged up? Because we see that she's kind of side straddling on a pole, but I don't know if that's the best way of putting that, but I said it. But it is up in the air kind of thing, so I'm kind of curious how the finished product will look. But it is Hestia, and she is bestia, as many claim. So we'll go with it. Chris, Chitoge, are we interested? Nisekoi?
Not really.
Not exactly sure who's doing that one. I think it might be Max Factory. I might be think it's Max Factor.
I mean, she looks cute, but she's not really my thing. I don't know.
We need an Onodera one.
Yeah, Onodera, I'd be all over it.
Get on it. Next one I'm really interested in is God Eater 2 is getting a Good Small Company figure, and one of her figures has already gone up for pre-order, and I wasn't completely sold on it because I didn't like the pose, but I'm hoping this one will turn out better, just because the problem with the first one is that she's an attacking form, and of course her weapon's up in the air, and it requires pegs that kind of look unsightly, whereas this one's kind of just has her leaning against her sword, so it might actually lend itself really well to a figure. So I'm really excited to see how Good Small Company turns out with that one, because she's pretty much best girl for me. I mean, I'm not liking her attitude so much in the show right now, but I think she's still best girl because I love her art style. Now, if you said that Hestia broke the site and the feed, Mega Man Nendoroid, that broke it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I love it. It definitely fits an Nendoroid so well. Just, I'm not too big on the game and whatnot Nendoroids, even though I bought a Metal Gear Solid one. KanColle.
So, I mean, you're not gonna get the Raiden?
No, definitely not getting Raiden. I heard he was sad.
We got him just for one real reason only, isn't it? For that, I thought that
the box turned out crappy.
Was the box crappy?
It was a fold-in box, and you have to kind of glue it yourself, and it didn't turn out right. We can't handle tape and glue, Good Smile. You have to make them actually be a plastic box that doesn't break and fall apart.
We're Americans. Americans suck at being able to do
Crafts.
stuff.
Glue? We eat that stuff. What are you talking about? Another one that's in the vein of the Idolmaster Cinderella girls is Anastasia. I love Anastasia as well. Phat Company is doing a figure of her, and she looks pretty adorable. Again, waiting on how it looks when it's colored, but kind of excited about that one.
She looks pretty without any colors, so.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess we'll hold off on that one because we had a lot of Vocaloid stuff that was displayed. They finally showed off Fire Emblem Nendoroid, Kirby Nendoroid, Gatchaman.
Yeah, I seen those.
We're starting to get into Gatchaman.
Yeah,
so
I'm interested. Have my attention.
We'll see if we end up enjoying that show. If we can jump on Nendoroids. Let's see here. Hestia Nendoroid had to happen.
Had to happen.
So
I might grab her. I'm considering it.
I nearly said when I posted that this Nendoroid Hestia was a thing that might be the most real estate equipped Nendoroid I've seen yet, but I had to stop myself because we have things like Super Sonico.
I've seen Sonico, and Sonico is a lot larger.
And what was her name? Yamato, I think, is pretty. Yeah.
That Momo one. What was that? The stupid squirty lady from Queen's Blade.
Oh, does she have one?
Yeah, hers were huge too.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah. Kinmoza is getting. Who's that in Kinmoza?
Alice
from Kinmoza. She looks adorable. Even though I didn't watch that show, she's still adorable. So yeah.
Yeah, I might end up getting her too.
Now this goes in the vein of the mecha stuff that I'm kind of really mixed on buying or not, and that is the Hawkmoth from Knights of Sidonia.
Can't blame me on that one.
Yeah, there was a couple of things from Knights of Sidonia in relating to like the second season, but they were all garage kits, sadly. Like even the one that you were looking at with the girl coming out of the pipe was all Tsumugi coming out of the pipe. That was all garage kit, sadly. So I know a lot of people are excited for the Good Smile Company is making another Monogatari figure, which I think is Neko Monogatari. Not positive. But yeah, those always turn out expensive, so might as well pre-order them when you can. The next one makes me very, 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 very excited, but also very pained at the same time because I know it's going to be expensive. Back when they first announced the 2015 Racing Mikus, they showed the Nendoroid, which was from the sponsorship, and they showed the Figma, and of course I don't like Figmas. I was upset that I didn't have a figure of her because she looked amazing, and they finally showed off the figure of her, and she looks amazing. Now, she doesn't have the signature quote-unquote lance / umbrella, or the shield, but she still looks crazy awesome. I'm wondering how that flag's going to turn out, because my thought process, PVC flag hanging up there, how's that going to turn out? We'll wait to see how it turns out and how it's colored and everything. Also, Freeing is doing, I think it's Freeing, I'll correct myself later when we see the picture for it. Freeing is doing another of the Racing Mikus, which is have her sitting in a chair, which I'm very mixed on that, because Freeing kind of hurt me with Sepang version, so in a way. And then we had Max Factory's Good Smile Company's Tama.
The crown of my collection.
Which this one is a Wonder Select, Hot Wonder Hobby Selection exclusive, so you have to pre-order it right now if you have not pre-ordered it now.
Get on there.
You will be able to get it from other places, like I think Taka Mode is displaying it, but they're all going to be like the original price plus, and it's a lot of money.
Already have, and as much as it is right now. I mean, I don't think you guys want to pay any more for it.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty expensive.
I already got it on order, right?
Yeah,
okay.
It looks absolutely gorgeous. The first editions of it's going to have an illustration of it as well, which is the guy that does Woozer, and it's kind of weird, but I'm kind of curious to see what that turns out to be. There's definitely one that, even though Chris has claimed it, it's gorgeous. Even if you don't watch the show, I was struck by it before I even watched the show. It's just a very gorgeous figure. So
I've been screaming about this one for almost a year now.
You're gonna get your own really expensive case just to house that.
Yes.
Probably gonna need like a helmet case.
This is going to be the crown jewel of my collection.
Because he can't have Madoka, Ultimate Madoka. He will have Tama, and yes. Tama is 10 times better than Ultimate Madoka. I'm sorry, I said it. Moving forward, I'm not quite sure what this is from. I think it's from a magazine, which is a Phat Company did a Suzuki kind of moe kind of thing, and I don't think it's a show. I think it's just the magazine.
Probably just Suzuki getting a moe character.
She's definitely cute. Definitely cute. Let's see here. I think they've already released that one.
Homura.
That Homura wasn't released already? Homura from Good Smile Company? Oh, we'll show it anyways, just in case. Homura with a gun in her hand in her normal outfit. Looks kind of cool. I think I was mentioning that I seen another Devil Homura, but I think that was a Figma, sadly. I was hoping Good Smile Company would make another Devil Homura.
Looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh!
I think that's from either Guilty Gear, Xrd, or Blaze Blue. But I think it's also from Good Smile Company. Somebody correct us in the comments. Real Action Heroes, they showed they're going to do all the Fate Stay characters in Real Action Heroes. So if you have a fortune to spend, you can buy them all in Real Action Hero version. Have fun. Caster by Flare from the Fate Extra CCC in her casual clothes. Kind of had me a little interested in that one. Not 100%.
She's kind of pretty.
Yeah. This is kind of a big thing that's happening right now with Rage of Bahamut. Everybody seems to be snatching up the artwork from Rage of Bahamut, which is actually really awesome.
They do. I will give Rage of Bahamut that any day of the week. That is one thing that when I was playing that game, I still don't know what the heck I was doing in that game, but the artwork in those cards is gorgeous.
So we'll have some more later, but right now we have Yule, which is going to be done by Phat Company, and it looks pretty extravagant and amazing. So, again, that's going to be another one that's need to see the color of it, see how it turns out. But I'm also kind of concerned about how that's going to be supported, because it already has a block to support it there, so I'm wondering if it's going to have a peg or something. And you're always worried about these things. Real Action Hero of Miku is coming out. Again, if you have a lot of money, you can enjoy those.
How much does that usually shoot?
The Real Action Heroes are usually like, I think they hit about 200 if I remember right.
Wow. Because I mean, with that
plus.
Goth Lolly outfit, I'd totally be all over that.
Yeah, they have. What's the song? The Tsundere song. They have that song too.
Princess of the World or The World Is Mine?
Yeah, World Is Mine. Let's see here. Scrolling through. We have Broccoli is doing a Katori from Day Day Live. I think you were saying something about that one. Is that one that you're kind of excited about?
I would love it, but like I said, I don't have enough.
You got to deviate the money properly, Andrew. You have to. We're triaging money right now. Another one from the Rage of Bahamut series is Kotobukiya is doing Avenia.
Yeah, that's killer. I mean, between the two, these are two that it will hurt to lose out on these two, especially that vampire girl. She's like,
yeah, Vania, I'm pretty much sold on. But there's another one that's going to come up that I'm also sold on. So there's quite a few of them that are in that lineup, and maybe we'll display it towards the end so you guys can see all the different ones they're going through. Because I know we didn't find them all on Twitter, so we'll show you all those later. Let's see here. Claus is getting a really weird plaque figure from Blood Blockade Battlefront from Kotobukiya. I wasn't too sold on Claus. He's a cool character, but let's see here.
Chino.
Yeah, you got Chino's getting a Nendoroid as well.
She deserves one.
Yeah. Need a better picture of that.
But see, the frustrating thing is seeing Chino means that Coco's going to get one and the other girls are going to get one, and it's like, oh no.
It just keeps piling on. I was I was very disappointed not to see that. I was kind of sold on the idea that Hook's Saber Alter from Good Smile Company would be painted and everything. Get ready to pre-order it at Wonderfest Summer. But unfortunately, all we got is just a detailed version of it. So a lot more detail in the resin, which makes me even more excited about it. But I can't help but be a little disappointed not actually seeing a finished version of her to make me drool over. But it still looks amazing. I can't wait to see it in full final version and pluck down my... I'm assuming that's going to be more like Tama, where it's going to be up in the 180 marker range.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of detail in that is rivaling Tama's.
That's going to be a wonderful hobby selection, definitely. And it's Good Smile Company. Looks like Quezk, I don't know exactly what company that is, but they are doing a Lancer Fate Grand Order 1/7 scale. I always love my Lancers. I have no clue who this Lancer is, but it makes me fear because we always know bad things happen to Lancers, but she looks amazing, so I'm curious to see how she turns out in the end. Let's see here.
I don't know who she is, but she's cute.
Yeah, we have no clue what this figure is from Mega House is. I will probably put a caption for what it is when I finally find the source of it, but she's cute, so yeah.
And we want her.
Let's see here.
Might as well put Shinobu up there.
Yeah, Kotobukiya is doing a Shinobu from Monogatari, so that's that. Because we can't have enough of her. Pretty cool looking. I'm not a fan of Savaria, but looks like somebody's doing another Valkyria Chronicles Savaria, and it looks pretty amazing. I wish I had other characters besides Savaria, but they seem to be... Japan seems to be obsessed with Savaria for obvious reasons. We'll get into that, but...
Yawapeta, it's Spider Guy and Hime. I can't think of the names.
Hime Guy. I like the tacked on glasses for the resin. That for some reason makes me smile. I don't know why.
But his glasses are that thick, so I mean it doesn't surprise me.
Even the side rims and everything, the arms too.
Yeah, he was pretty. His glasses were pretty big. Now, Spider Guy, his hair is not nearly big enough.
He needs more bigger hair.
If you watch that show, you know his hair is huge.
And we all know that these figures will sell like hotcakes, especially in Japan, because Yawapeta. What I'm excited about as well is going to be Rolling Girls are going to get some Nendoroids as well. Not sure exactly what all girls are going to get their Nendoroids, but can't go wrong with the cute little motorcycle.
Wouldn't you want to just grab that just for that part there?
The motorcycle is pretty cool, but I'm assuming that she's going to be the only one that's going to be able to sit on it. You can have a character stand in the carriage or something. I don't know. Digimon got some Mega House figures, and they look pretty amazing. I mean, I'm past the Digimon hype, but the figures that I've seen them display are pretty epic, and something that we never would have seen back when Digimon first aired. So I'm kind of interested to see how much those end up costing. Also, to go with the Rolling Girls, Good Small Companies snatched up a... I'm not sure if this is going to be like a scene, like you're going to have the two characters clashing at each other with pegs everywhere just to have it work. But that's pretty cool. It's Matcha Green, and I forget the name of the other girl. I think I have it later. We got some Figmas of Ranma. Ranma made a comeback. Sadly, it's Figma, but Ranma made a comeback. No, they're not Figmas. They're Fig Arts. I'm sorry. So, yeah, hopefully we'll get something besides Fig Arts, and I would love to pick them up because it's just like with most of the other stuff that's kind of coming back, like the Digimon stuff, where the older stuff is just kind of looking now, and usually want the new...
I think we were discussing that at one point. It's like, I would love to get some of the older stuff just to... because that nostalgia factor, and at the same time, you've also got that aspect of... They do have a very... Like, I would kill for some Tenchi figures. I mean...
Ryoko looks okay, but definitely showing their age. And those old figures, either you're going to have to get them secondhand, or they just look like blah. Because, yeah, figure making has come so far from those old days. But yeah, also shampoo. Can't go wrong with shampoo. I laughed quite a bit the other night when I seen these pop up. And that's Frings doing Figmas of Virtua Fighter characters.
Why not?
All I could think was, rah, rah, rah. Oh, they fit. They definitely fit. Polygonal and everything. But, yeah, that was...
This girl, that next girl that you have as No Clue.
No Clue. That's the name I have.
I'm going to put her off to the side. She is going to be in my little special box of... We're going to save her, and whenever we figure out...
Is that a sheep girl?
Probably.
But
she will be gotten because nobody loves her. She's off in the little corner, so we have to keep an eye on her.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the name of it eventually. Then this other one, I'm not quite sure who's this character, but she also looks pretty amazing, and maybe I'll find out what her name is at some point. A little heart on her finger. Pretty good little mold.
Yeah, but people love her. Nobody seems to love this little sheep girl back here.
Like the Amagi Brilliant Park figures that were everywhere. Anything to say about the your girl from
Is she my girl?
Isn't that Takaya?
Yeah, that's Taka.
Well, you have a Nendoroid of her. Why not? I'm trying to help you with selecting waifus.
I've already chosen. She's the yellow hair girl. I like Tako. She's
1/4 scale Takayo.
Yeah, that's a big girl.
Aren't you a big girl? That's being done by Aoshima. So,
at least the artwork on her is really good.
The face seems a little off though to me, but I don't know the character, so I might be wrong. Let's see here. We have some more Tony Taka to make me upset that I didn't get my blue fairy girl. So maybe this next one will look better too. I don't know. But I just love Tony Taka's work. His artwork is amazing. So sadness. More. I
don't know. I would really kill for for that blue girl.
The blue girl's the one that I missed, and I'm so mad that I missed it. Surprisingly enough, even though this is the 20th anniversary Neon Genesis Evangelion thing, we actually finally got some Neon Genesis Evangelion figures showing up. I don't know how many are actually going to be released or sold, but we got quite an interesting lineup of figures from Neon Genesis Evangelion. One is a Neko Ray kind of thing, which was kind of weird, with really long fingers.
I'm sold.
And one of Ray that looks like she's coming out of Ava Unit 1, which I guess might be spoiler. I don't know.
Probably.
A lot of casuals. I think most of these are prize figures, because most of them aren't really labeled as companies. They're kind of not highly detailed, but it is kind of cool to finally see some Evangelion type figures. Got some Karu and Shinji. I called it the Slender Man Karu as well from Freeing. Really cool stuff. Even the piano scene. That's some pretty cool little displays. And Asuka Langley Soria that looks like she's a 1/2 scale.
1/2 scale. I was like, when I got to that one, I was like, Andrew, is that 1/2 scale?
It makes you wonder because of the perspective. It could be that they're just really close to her and took the picture, but it definitely looks like she's about half the size of the person behind her. Maybe I can get better pictures, but yeah, that's a lot of Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're on to the thing
and we thought Taka was a big girl. No, that's a big girl.
This is the thing that I think I was most excited about. I was hyped for like an hour after I seen it, and that was Phat Company's Congo finally was colored. And like I said earlier, a lot of these figures, when they finally get colored from the resin, it just pops. You finally see what the character's going to look like, and I'm ready to pre-order. She looks absolutely stunning, and of course, Andrew loves Congo, so no Buki.
No Buki.
No Buki. Let's see here. We got some more Idolmaster Cinderella girls.
I might actually consider watching the show now.
Because he finally got onto the lolly character. I actually really like the other character too. There's like only one character in the Cinderella girls that I kind of can't stand, but I love all of them. They're very cute. Let's see here. We're kind of starting to get some extra shots. There's a lot of Grandblue fantasy stuff out there. And I don't know what Grandblue fantasy is, but I'm kind of starting to wonder what it is, because there was literally like 20 or so figures of Grandblue that was everywhere around there. So check out a couple of those. I don't know the names of any of the characters, so you'll have to forgive me. This unknown figure, which again I guess I can get a name for, looks pretty cool. Really nice colors to her.
I thought she looks pretty.
Yeah, Phat Company figure again. I think that's from Idolmaster. I'm not sure exactly. 1/7 scale too. So cool. Some more pictures of the Rage of Bahamut girl here. I think this is another Grandblue fantasy, which is from Phat Company. It's a little girl with a dandelion. She looks really cute.
Yep.
Assassin from Fate Stay actually made a show, and I'm wondering if that's a garage kit or if that's an actual resin for a future product. I haven't got a confirmation on that. Again, I might be able to figure it out before I post this. But I would definitely love to see an Assassin figure, especially with that pose. Really, really cool looking pose. That's another shot of we got a Max Factory Miku figure, which definitely looks a little cute. Hoping to see more of that when it gets colored. Strange Juice. We actually had Strange Juice from Punchline. We had a Punchline character, which is kind of surprising.
Now the question is the other girl's going to be in there too?
But yeah, very, very intricate little figure. Tons of stuff happening in it. Definitely waiting to see it colored. But it's looking really great so far. And for Chris, we have Plastic Memories. Freeing is doing an Isla. Mm-hmm. And she looks pretty cute. Cross-Ange. Ange from Cross-Ange. As those that actually listen to our podcast probably know that we had a lot of fun with that one's review.
It's one of those figures that I kind of want in a way, and in a way I don't know.
You're like, if it's $30 maybe, I don't know how much money I wouldn't put on that. I'm just so divided on that show. Still to this day, still undecided. Kind of an interesting thing that happened at Wonderfest is they revealed a question mark figure on display from Good Small Company, and it was later revealed that it was a character from a anime original called Comet Lucifer, and the character's name is Feria. And I'm kind of interested to see how that ends up turning out. The PV for it ended up being pretty cool looking. As to if I'll be sold on the character. I hope that they end up selling this after that actually airs, so I know if I'll like the character or not. That seems to be a problem sometimes with some of these releases, that they end up being before you even get to see the show. So we'll see how that turns out. But definitely looks interesting. Let's see here. I got that. Yeah, here's the other Rage of Bahamut from Kotobukiya, which also looks pretty amazing. Little blue hair. Behind her is another concept for one that they're going to end up doing.
Dadgummit.
What?
This stupid saber is going to be blue.
I don't know if that's just the tint and lighting. I don't know. It could be. Definitely not the same clothes she has in the other Sakura Saber. Here's another one of the interesting mecha ones. And I'll know Zero from Mega House is doing orange. And it looks pretty spectacular. But again, I'm pretty conflicted on the mecha type stuff. Kotobukiya is going to do artifacts for the Ghost in the Shell Arise. I'm kind of interested to see how those turn out. I'm not a huge fan of the artifacts, but those could be... I don't know, I think the artifacts are the ones that aren't Figma. They're just kind of... Yeah, I think that was the card capture Sakura one on artifacts. Yeah, they're not actually like Figma. They're actually just very kind of elaborate. So I'll definitely be interested to see how those turn out then. I seen a Sailor Moon figure that doesn't look crappy on the social media. I don't know who it is or who made it or if it's a garage kit, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I'm not used to seeing Sailor Moon figures.
Not sure about the eyes.
Yeah, the eyes are a little bit off-putting, but everything else looks pretty cool.
I mean, as a prototype, I'm good with this.
I'm thinking the hair's gonna need its own peg though, because it's way out there. We seen Flair is doing a Lady Venerio from Will Conquest Vezda plot, and it looks pretty cute. It has a little laying down. There was also another one from, I don't remember the company, but has her in a standing pose. It looks pretty cool as well. I'm actually still sold on the last one that was released, but those are also pretty cool. They showed off the Kinmoza figure that is already on pre-order, and she looks cute.
Because we need more Alice and Karen and
one that I'm super hyped about.
You don't want to talk about Tsubaki? Is that her name?
Tsubaki. Your girl from Nisekoi?
Yeah.
You're asking me to talk about something I have no clue about. So, yeah.
She's the only tsundere in that show that I like.
Only tsundere in history that Chris likes.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I said the only tsundere in that show.
So there's more than one tsundere in there. Oh, you guys got Chidoge. Yeah, okay. I'm following now. You have so many characters that are repeating archetypes. They keep adding characters as I hear. But yeah. Not total soul on that figure though.
Why not?
It looks a little messy. That might just be the picture. Maybe I'll get a better picture before I post this.
I think that looks pretty good.
I could be wrong. The one that I'm excited about though is Yuki from School Live is getting a figure. I wasn't sure if it was just a kit or something beforehand, but then I found out on my figure collection that Medicos Entertainment is making it. So I'm not too familiar with that company, so I'm not sure how it'll turn out. She does look pretty cute, so
it's not
hopefully
Tsubaki, it's Sugumi.
Sugumi, okay. So hopefully that one turns out good. I don't know if this is a figure or if it's even going to be sold, but I want it. They had I seen a picture that was a display. It says Kyoto Neon Evangelion Figure World, and it's Ava Unit 1, and he looks just amazing. I don't even know how big that is. That might be too huge. That's the problem with not being there, is you don't know how big these things are. This picture could be a 1/10 scale, and we would not know it. Or it could be.
Yeah, we want to be in the 1 to 1,000 scale.
I think it was listed. A lot of these are like listed as 1/400 scales and stuff, and it's like, okay, that makes sense because it's huge and this thing's small. I don't know. Can't quite get a grasp of size and scale. Again, I don't even know if that's gonna be sold, so I could just be getting excited for nothing. Let's see here. Aniplex showed off some stuff from Fate Grand Order. I'm not sure if this is going to be a figure of Shruda, but it looks pretty cool. Hopefully it turns out to be a figure because I like her design. It looks pretty cool. They also had a Joan of Arc, and it looks like a Nendoroid, but Aniplex did not list it as a Nendoroid, so I'm not sure if it's Aniplex is cutting into the Nendoroid thing. She doesn't have the front visor like is usually present with the Nendoroids, so It doesn't have her listed as an android. She doesn't have the typical visor in the front that you usually get with the the removable front bangs of an android. So we'll have to wait and see. But I mean, the legs and everything speak Nendoroid, so I'm kind of wondering if it'll be that. But Joan of Arc is another type of. I think she might be ruler. I'm not sure if she's Saber class or not. I'd have to double check that. Also, Aniplex showed off a lot of Alno Zero stuff. They're doing a Tharsis orange and a Slain. So Chris can buy a Slain to burn.
I'm not wasting my money on that.
You're not going to waste your money on a Slain to burn it. You're not even worth me burning. I don't even acknowledge you. Moving on from that, kind of a little bit hesitant on this, but looks like Good Small Company is going to be adding Hatsune Miku to their Code lineup. So I think that's that whole initiative to have them interchangeable, whatever, which means more Nendoroids of Hatsune Miku, which might become convoluted to the point where Andrew will finally have to stop himself. We'll have to see if Andrew can actually stop himself. I don't know. Kind of a cool thing. For those who don't know, they've been doing an anniversary thing for the K-On!, which they've done before, but this is a new lineup of anniversary K-On! Series type figures. I've already got the Azusa figure already pre-ordered, but they just finally showed off Ritsu, and they have her in resin form, she looks pretty cute. I'm not 100% sold on it. I want to see it colored. I wasn't too sold on the Megu, and I'm just really waiting for the Yui. I might just get Azusa and Yui. I don't see myself getting the entire collection, so that's cool if you're interested in the K-On! Anniversary figures. Now we move on to the wall of crying wallets. That is a Good Small Company's wall of, this is everything we're making in the future, and it's just full of Nendoroids, figures, Figmas, everything. I went ahead and did a breakdown of what's all on that wall, so you don't have to sit there and squint at these small pictures that people take. And that is, we got new KanColle Nendoroids, Idolmaster Cinderella Girl Nendoroids, Etotama Nyanta Nendoroid, which we're kind of excited about.
Must be home already. Bring it here.
She's going to be so adorable because it so fits. Hackadol Nendoroid, which I don't even know how Hackadol is. Nanambiori Hotaru Nendoroid, which will go with your Nyanpasu girl, Renge. Nagato Yuki-chan's getting a Nendoroid. Megami is getting a figure from Good Small Company, which I think we already talked about. God Eater 2 figure, which we've already talked about. Cinderella Girl IMAS figures. Yudachi KanColle figure. Rolling Girls Green and Kuniko figure, which we've already mentioned as well. More Fig Fix and Scale KanColle figures. Strike the Witches Figma. Persona Figma, which I think is just the main character from Persona 3. Angela figure from Expelled from Paradise. Takayo Arpeggio Figma. Haruna Arpeggio Figma. Sword Art Online Figma, which those keep coming. Link Figma. Durarara Celti Shizuo and Izuya Figma, as we've kind of talked about as well. A Samus Metroid Figma. And here is the craziest part of it all. Freeing has announced like 12 1/4 scale figures on that wall. And that's just, most of them are all bunny stuff. We've got a Hestia, Danmachi, Angela, Expelled from Paradise, Syl from God Eater, Elisa from God Eater, Luca from Vocaloid, Nagato Yuki-chan bunny version, Momo Belia Deviluk from To Love Ru, which I think is also bunny version, Shiraka Meiko Prison School, which is the crazy dominatrix, big booby little girl from that show, Shiraki Maiko from Prison, I already said that, Sansako Hakufu from Ikutosen, the Infinite Stratos 2 girls are all in bunny suits, and Zeton from Ultraman. That's a lot of 1/4 scale figures.
Freeing is out of control.
When I posted it, I was like, Freeing is out of control. That's just crazy. Let's see here. What else do we have? A Tony version of Rin and Lin from Vocaloid.
We only care about one of those.
That Rin, I don't even care if Chris is not going to have the money. I will be getting that because she looks absolutely stunning. I mean, all the pictures I've seen of her, the detail, the liveliness of it looks absolutely great. Like all the pictures you can find of those two, it's always Rin.
Well, I mean, as many times as I've let Ren slip through the cracks, I think that it's time that I go ahead and she's going to be in my collection.
Then we're gonna have
just
to have
hopefully
two of them,
it's not. Hopefully it's not in. Well, we're probably not looking at that one until next year, right?
It's already looking pretty final. I mean, all you have to do is color it. So yeah, it'll probably release next year. But who knows? Sometimes it'll probably be next year. Who knows? But yeah, she looks very, very stunning. Yeah, that's all we have. That's, of course, I think there's still some kind of trickling here and there. Again, we're coming from social media, so there's only certain ones that we can snag. But those are definitely all the ones that kind of caught our interest. Probably talked about way more than I thought we were going to, because it almost turned out to be an hour. But this will be a great way for you guys to get your full feed on exactly what all was shown, and hopefully get some good high-resolution pictures for you. But we hope you all enjoyed, and definitely rate, subscribe to our video. Leave us a comment. Let us know which figures you're looking forward to, or if maybe we missed one that you're excited about. Let people know about it. And we thank you all for watching. Y'all take care.
Os.